So, IIM Indore released the IPMAT answer key yesterday along with everyone's personal scores. While the interview calls are going to arrive within the next few days, I know everyone is anxious to know whether their score is good or not. So, we combined some of the data from last year and this year and have come up with some rough approximations of what may be a good score. If you have a score above 270, that's fantastic news. Your chances of conversion are quite high, provided you don't mess up the interview. We are talking about an ATS of approximately 80 plus in that range. If your score is a little lower, between 220 to 270, you are approximately going to get an ATS between 65 to 80. At this range, interview becomes much more important because it has a 35% weightage. So really focus on the interview if you are within this range. If your score is below 220, within the range of 180 to 220, then we are talking about an ATS between 45 to 65. At this range, the chance of conversion is quite low, though you will get a call. If you are within this range, I would suggest you don't give up entirely. It is important to really focus on the interview, and if you can give a very good interview, then you might just convert the call. So the cutoffs for QA essay we estimate will be around 24 to 28. While the cutoffs for QA MCQ will be around 30 to 35. For verbal, I think the cutoffs are going to be around 100 to 110, though it may be a little lower. Of course, with your IPMAT score, you are probably also applying to IIFT and IIM Ranchi. If you have a score above 270, I would suggest you don't worry at all, because as long as you give a decent interview, you are probably going to convert the IPM Indore call. Between 180 to 220, the chances of getting into IIFT and IIM Ranchi, unfortunately, are still quite low because they have so few limited seats. Of course, the interesting range is between 220 to 270 again. In that range, if you don't make it to IIM Indore, don't give up hope. Your chances of getting into IIFT and IIM Ranchi are much higher due to the lesser competition. Of course, IIFT does not have an interview, which is great if you're towards the upper end of the band. However, IIM Ranchi does have an interview and you need to give it your best. I think with that, I have helped you put your mind at a bit of an ease, and good luck.